Bonjour Year 8, welcome to lesson 13, where we're still looking at shopping, but today we are making comparisons between the prices of different items, saying they're more expensive or less expensive. Year 8, today you'll need to get ready for your lesson the following equipment: your exercise book, a pen and ruler, and the sentence builder grid, which is on class charts. Pause to get that ready now. Thank you so much for uploading all of your work onto class charts. Please do remember to upload evidence of all your completed work, so a really clear shot of all of the work done in your book. If you can get it on one image, fantastic. Just make sure that your teacher can zoom in and give you feedback on your work. Please also make sure that you take a photo of your Quizlet score as well. You need all of the evidence in order to get an achievement point. Please do follow the indicated time for completion of each activity, and this is in brackets next to the activity itself. Please don't overrun, because it will mean you do not have a variety of activities and you will not have the full range of the lesson. If you do have any questions, please do email me, and here is my email address. As always, I want you to copy the date in French, copier la date, et copier le titre. Cette robe est moins chère que ces baskets. This dress is cheaper than these trainers. I want that in French and in English, please. And neatly underline your date and your title. Then write down your objective, l'objectif, using comparatives to compare clothes. Pause to do that now and press play when you're ready for your do now activity. For your do now activity, it should take no more than 5 minutes. I want you to unjumble the French to create a sentence. So, for example, I've got the first one done for you. And if you look at it, it makes absolutely no sense at the moment because it's aider, question mark, peux je vous, which is je peux vous aider. Okay, this is all work from last lesson and the previous lesson. So you should be able to just write out the correct version of the French. There's no need to translate them. Just put those into a sentence where they make sense. Pause to do that now and press play to get your answers. And here are your answers. 1. Je voudrais un pull rouge. Tick it or correct it. 2. En taille L, s'il vous plaît. 3. C'est 30 €. 4. Je vais porter ce jean bleu. Pause to check those, tick or correct, and then press play to go on to activity 1. Merci. Okay, year 8. So, in the sentence builder, we have a question. Que penses-tu de ces vêtements? What do you think about these items of clothing? So in the first column here, we've got the items of clothing. In the second, we've got the price. In the third, fourth, and fifth, we've got the comparison. So, est plus cher que is more expensive than. Et moins cher que is less expensive than. And then we've got the items of clothing here again because we're comparing two different items of clothing. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go through, we know all of the clothing items really well. We've done them for the past few lessons. I just want to go through a few prices that I've put on here, which are revision of tens for you. Écoutez et répétez. À 30 €. And again, à 30 €. À 10 €, your turn. À 10 €. Good. À 60 €. À 60 €. À 20 €. À 20 €. Okay, I'm going to do 3 columns together so it makes sense. Écoutez et répétez, est plus cher que. And again, est plus cher que. And to say less expensive is less expensive than. Écoutez et répétez, est moins cher que. And again, est moins cher que. So you notice that with the OI sound, that makes a wa sound, moins cher que. Now, cher here is in the masculine form to match these masculine items here. If you're using a comparison starting with a feminine noun, an item of clothing, you're then going to use cher here in the feminine form with the E, with the grave accent going down, and the E on the end, compared to the masculine. Okay? And then to say are, we use the word sont. Okay, écoutez et répétez, sont plus cher que. Your turn. Sont plus cher que. Sont moins cher que. Sont moins cher que. Okay, so cher here is masculine plural, so we just use that one for the tights. And then for the feminine ones at the bottom, we're going to use cher here, which is in the feminine plural because it's got the E grave accent with the E and the S on the end to say expensive. And it's pronounced exactly the same as this one. Let's just do one. Sont moins cher que. Sont moins cher que. Good. Let's do a couple of sentences. Ce haut à 30 €, your turn, est plus cher que cette jupe. So, est plus. Good. And let's do a feminine plural one. Ces baskets à 20 €, your turn, sont moins chers que ce maillot de foot. Okay, good. Let's move on. Okay, Year 8, well done. Now it's dictation. So I'm going to speak in French and you're going to write the French that you hear. And there'll be 4 sentences. I'll say it slowly, pause if you need to, and I'll repeat every part twice. Okay, and I'll break it down for you so that you can easily write it down. Okay, pens at the ready. Here we go. 1. Ce jean à 60 €. Ce jean à 60 €. Est moins cher que ce haut. So the whole thing. Ce jean à 60 € est moins cher que ce haut. 2. Cette jupe à 20 € est plus chère So cette jupe à 20 € est plus chère que ces chaussettes. So, cette jupe à 20 € est plus chère que ces chaussettes. 3. Ces collants à 10 €. Ces collants à 10 € sont moins chers que cette veste. So, ces collants à 10 € sont moins chers que cette veste. Et 4. Ces baskets à 30 €. Ces baskets à 30 € sont plus chers que. Sont plus chers que. Ce pantalon. Ce pantalon. Pause and rewind as much as you need to check those answers. When you want to check them for real, then press play and let's move on to the next slide. Merci. Now let's check your answers. 1. Ce jean à 60 € est moins cher que ce haut. Watch your spellings on this. Make sure that you've written ce haut. Okay, C-E. And cher is spelt in the masculine singular. Next, 2. Cette jupe à 20 € est plus chère, because it's feminine singular, make sure cher has the accent and the E on the end, que ces chaussettes. Good. Make sure there's a double S, double T on chaussette. 3. Ces collants à 10 € sont moins chers que cette veste. Make sure that cher is the masculine plural, as this is the one example of masculine plural you have. Good. And 4. Ces baskets à 30 € sont plus chères que ce pantalon. Make sure that cher here matches trainers, which are feminine plural, so it has the E accent going downwards, the grave accent, and the ES on the end. Well done, Year 8. Now what I'd like you to do is to translate the sentences into English for me using the sentence builder grid. Pause to do that now, press play to check your answers. And here are your answers. So this pair of jeans at 60 € is less expensive, or you can say cheaper, than this top. This skirt at 20 € is more expensive than these socks. These tights at 10 € are less expensive or cheaper than this jacket. And these trainers at 30 € are more expensive than this pair of trousers. Check your answers now and press pause to do that and play to go on to the first activity. Merci. Next activity. Okay, Year 8. As we're comparing prices today, we have to go through some numbers so that you can actually say if they are cheaper or more expensive than one another when we're comparing different items. Let's just go through the numbers again. Écoutez et répétez. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70. So here you notice, Year 8, that 70 is 70. So then, in order to get 71 plus, we have to do the teens, so 10, 11, 12, and add that onto the 60. That's how it works in French. So I'll give you a couple of examples. 71. Écoutez, répétez. 71. Good. So they're saying 60, 11 to say 71. Okay, that's how it works. Écoutez, répétez. 72. 72. Here they're saying 60 plus 12. And it goes on all the way up to 60 and 19, which is 79. Okay. Next, we're going to look at 80. This is unusual as well because they say 4 20s in French. Écoutez et répétez. 80. 80. Good. So that is 80. 90, as you may recall from last year as well, is again equally little unusual in French in that it's 80 plus 10. So it's a little bit similar to the way that things work in the 70s. So we're going to be saying 80 plus 10, 80 plus 11, 80 plus 12, etc. Let's practice a couple more. So let's do 93. Écoutez et répétez. 93. 93. Good. Then you'll have 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and then finally we have 100, which is 100. Écoutez et répétez. 100. 100. Okay. Now I'd like you to copy these numbers into your book, please, with the figures and with the words in French, please. Copy that down. Merci. Now I'd like you to spend 10 minutes completing the following activities on Quizlet. This is to help you learn the important vocabulary on the sentence builder for this lesson and learning how to make comparatives and make the comparatives actually match, whether it's masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, or feminine plural. So spend 10 minutes doing this. I want you to do the activities, the two activities, which are learn, which is here, and then once you've done that, I want you to test yourself. And I want a screenshot of that, please, taking and uploading to class charts. Spend 10 minutes now. Merci. Okay, for this activity, it's a quick 5-minute one just to test you on your numbers again. It's a match-up activity. So what I want you to do is I want you to match up the number in French here, A to L, with the number in the grey box. Okay, so all of the numbers are in figures in the grey box. So I want you to write out the number in French in words and then choose the number which you think matches it next to it. So let's do cans. What do you think cans is? Well done. If you said it's 15, it is 15. Okay, so you're going to write in your book, cans equals 15. Off you go. Pause to do that now. Press play to get the answers. Okay, let's check those answers. So, 80 is 80. 90 is 90. 21 is 21. 53 is 53. 39 is 39. 64 is 64. 74 is 74. 19 is 19. 16 is 16. 120 is 120. And 40 is 40. Pause if you needed to check that and make any corrections you need to. Merci. Okay, for this activity you have a range of different clothes lettered A to J on the screen. Okay, what I want you to do is write down, for example, number 1, 39 euros, and decide which letter it matches. Can you let me know, call out, what is 39 euros? Which letter is it? Well done if you said C. 39 is 39, so you write down the letter C. Pause to answer those now. Press play when you're ready for the answers. Okay, let's check those answers. 83 is E, which is 83. Good. 40 euros is I, which is 40 euros. 72 euros is F, which is 72 euros. 120 euros is J, which is 120 euros. And 15 euros is, well done, B. There we go. Pause to check those now. Press play when you're ready to go on. Okay, this activity is a translation activity. What I want you to do is to translate each sentence into the opposite language. So numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, I just want you to write the English translation. And then I want you to, for numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8, by all means use the structures from 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your sentence builder to help you, but I want these ones in French, please. So write 5 to 8 in French, and pause to do that now. Press play when you want to get your answers. Okay, let's check your answers now. 1, you should have written this €30 top is cheaper than these €40 trainers. Good. 2, you should have written this €20 skirt is more expensive than these €19 jeans. 3, these €9 tights are cheaper than these €11 socks. 4, these €100 shoes are more expensive than this €90 jacket. 5, you should have written ce maillot de foot à 60 € est moins cher que ce jogging à 40 €. And you should have written for 6, ces baskets à 80 € sont plus chères que ce t-shirt à 70 €. Number 7, you should have written cette chemise à 50 € est moins chère que ce pull à 65 €. And then finally for number 8, ce pantalon à 78 € est plus cher que cette veste à 37 €. Okay, make any corrections you need to. Pause to do that. Well done. Great activity. Okay, Year 8. I want you to now write 3 comparative sentences of your choice using the sentence builder. So working from the left-hand side to the right-hand side like we've been doing. And when you finish that and write 3 sentences of your own, I would like you to translate them into English for me. Pause to do that now. Press play when you're ready to go to the end of the lesson. Excellent work today. Well done, Year 8. Thank you for working so hard. Please remember to take photos of all the work in your book and of your score on Quizlet and to upload it onto class charts so your teacher can take a look. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.